Hello everyone, welcome to a new episode of Brew with Memli. We're going to continue our quest to brew the perfect cup of coffee with a new brewing hack. This time I'm going to show you how to find the perfect brew time for your coffee. And I'll be using our newest coffee from Finca Los Pinos by Ventola Coffee and Felipe Trujillo in Antioquia, Colombia. To do so, you will need a pour-over, mostly, scale, carafe, and 4 bowls. Can be cupping bowls or just cups. And you'll see what I mean by that. The recipe we're going to use is slightly more than what we used to. Instead of the 12 grams that I'm used to brew, I will brew 20 grams of coffee for 300 grams of water. From our previous hack, the best ratio for this coffee is 1 to 15. So I'll be using 20 grams of coffee for 300 grams of water. And we will do our classic 4-pour structure. For the grind size, grind a tad finer than usual. You will understand why. I'll be using here also a Sibarist hybrid filter, which performs really well with this coffee. This coffee, as I explained, is produced by Felipe Trujillo at Finca Los Pinos in Antioquia, Colombia. Second pour at 40 seconds. It is a Castillo variety processed naturally in 6 steps. First, a flotation to remove all the less dense beans, and then a first fermentation in tank, and then a second one drying with a fan in a room, and then sun dried for 3-4 weeks before being rested on grain pro bag. So it's a lot of different little steps here. And it's called Veranillo because it really reminds us of a summer wine evening. My third pour of 75 grams. And at 2 minutes, that's where I'm going to do my last pour and then transfer my, my dripper into a different vessel. So my last pour, 75 grams, up to 300. Here we go. And now at 2 minutes and 20, I will go there. And I will leave it for first 5 seconds. 5 seconds. 5 seconds. And 5 seconds. So 2 minute 20, 225, 230, 235, 240. All right. So 240, 235, 230, 225, 220. You have one shot, one opportunity. And so you only have one taste here. And basically it's, is it good or not? This is not good. This is definitely too much. I have a lot of dryness here. A lot of, super dry. Definitely not 2 minutes and 40 seconds. 235. It's very interesting to do this exercise. The only thing is that you cannot go back because it's done. Still a little bit of the dryness. I have very low sweetness. It's better. It is better. So now again, the sweetness, I don't have like that quite bitter finish, but just a tad of dryness. Let me get a little this one. Now this is smooth. This is smooth and it's not too powerful, so it will add on to maybe this one, which can be a little strong. Yeah, a little strong. So our target brew time for this coffee is 2 minutes and 25, up to 2 minutes and 30 seconds. That's it. But I will aim for 2 minutes and 25 seconds. And if we drink it, now you get a beautiful cup of coffee. Absolutely no dryness. You find those plums, wine, roses, cherries, very plump texture, very silky, and a nice smooth cocoa finish. And because we drove the temperature, that's where you can remove that funkiness out of a coffee that was processed naturally. Or here it's like almost like an extended natural because it has a different step process. And the result is beautiful. It's a beautifully crafted coffee, a single estate, single origin, single variety, a Castillo Natural by Felipe Trujillo at Fincas Los Pinos. And it is a beautiful work of art. The acidity is quite jammy, quite high, and then it decreases as you are drinking it, and it matches with the sweetness, which is medium at first, and it becomes really sweet when you finish drinking it. Texture is so smooth. So remember always for this one, 1:15 ratio. If you go to 1:14, you may get too much of that funk. And if you go to 1:16, you will have a beautiful cup of coffee still, but you will lose some of the texture. Which really make this coffee beautiful is because if you have a lighter texture, instead of perceiving more the plums, the cherries, you'll perceive more the roses, right? More the floral, more the lighter aromas. By having slightly stronger ratio, you perceive more the plums and the cherries. If you have too strong, then it's only the tart cherries. That's it. So that's how you see the concept of balance is in context with the flavors and the aromas, because the way the texture and aftertaste are extracted affects how you're going to perceive the notes. I love this coffee, but you see, if I let it until the end, because I stopped the pour, right? If I let it until it's dry and it finished at 2 minutes and 40 seconds, I'll believe, oh, maybe good, but it's not perfect. Because here, the last little sip gave me that very dry finish. Even at 2 minutes 35 and 2 minutes 30 was borderline. So what happened is that you have those 10 seconds where the coffee is not good and is mixed with the good stuff. I know it's only one spoonful, but one spoonful, remember, is 8 grams. So here we have 27 grams up to 30 grams of not so good stuff in 300 minus 40, 260. So 260 grams of good stuff, but 30 grams is okay. So that's 10%. 10%, we can taste that on a blend. So that's why it's, I know it's only 5 seconds and you may think, oh, you're a little bit ridiculous, a little bit over the board. No. If you look at the math, this to this, it's only 10 seconds, but it represents more than 10% of the brew in terms of liquid. So that's why it's important not to neglect the total brew time. Sometimes we're a little bit lax on few seconds here and there, like 10 seconds, 15 seconds. Not really. We need to be, if you want, of course, to have the perfect brew, to have a little bit more stricter approach to avoid having dryness and extract the best of the coffee. So, and that's how you decide your perfect brew time. Don't forget to like and subscribe and share this video with your coffee friends. Don't forget to also check out our newest coffee, Veranillo Finca Los Pinos from Felipe Trujillo in Antioquia, Colombia. Beautiful, naturally processed coffee. And see you next time for more brewing.